That boy's straight innocent. I don't know. Free my boy. If the glove doesn't fit, you must let Agent Zero
Hashtag free Gil.
play more PLO.
It's the PokerNews Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the PokerNews Podcast. I am Chad Holloway, joined by Mike Holtz and our special co-host, Ben Ludlow. Gentlemen, thank you for joining. This is episode... Mike, what are we going with? Are we going...
It's 911.
911?
I don't know.
Hopping right in.
That's the
How
episode
about,
number. What do you want from me?
How about 911? Episode 911.
That seems right. But the way that you said it made it, when I did the thing.
Yeah, well, we've got a good episode. We're going to talk the National Heads Up Poker Championship, which has returned. We're going to talk about a little drama involving an NBA player, former NBA player, Gilbert Arenas, who got arrested for some illegal gambling, alleged illegal gambling. We're going to talk Doug Polk and his Upswing Poker being acquired by a different company, a beloved poker room in Las Vegas that's going to be shuttering, and then, of course, some recent tournament winners. And, of course, we will update you, as we promised, on Kyna England's adventure to the CatCon in California. Let me just start. Ben, welcome to the PokerNews Podcast, man. Thanks for taking the time to fill in for us tonight.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here. Mike called me yesterday and said, "You're in Thunder Valley, right?" And I said, yeah, for now. He's like, "But you're not going to be tomorrow, right?" I said, yeah. So here we are.
Yeah, he rolled through. He said, "What's really good?"
He said, in honor of Kyna England, no, I had to drink. So I did bring him a beer.
That's
and
true.
Then he's like, "Oh, I'm not drinking. You just have to drink." So
yeah.
Anyway,
I'm a bad friend. That's that's where we've gotten it here. Yeah.
Anyway, having a little beverage. Great to be here. Chad and I go way back. Worked for Poker News in 2011, summer when I was a junior in college. So known this man a long time.
And now you're a professional poker player doing your thing.
Trying, my friend.
Traveling.
Trying my very
battling.
best. Doing it until they won't let me anymore. But yeah, I just got back from Thunder Valley, $2,700 run, good main. Although I feel like this is like sort of in the future in the past, so maybe that hasn't happened yet.
Oh, no, it's happening.
Okay.
We're in the double future, actually.
Oh, we're in the double future?
Yeah.
Sweet. Sorry, time is a flat circle. I get very confused. But
exactly.
Yes, in Vegas right now.
Well, you mentioned it. You and I do go way back. And Mike, I don't know if you know this about me, but I've won a World Series of Gold bracelet before.
Oh, World Series of Gold bracelet.
World Series of Gold
bracelet. Yeah.
And I have Ben with me always because he's in this winner's photo right there above me. You can see him there.
Oh,
totally
wow.
sober.
That's a young Benjamin.
Not yelling at all. That was a great day.
Yeah.
I think I showed up to Vegas. It was like the first summer. Sorry, I graduated college, worked for a year, then quit my job strategically so that I could come out and hang out for the whole World Series. Day one, I get there. It's the employee event. And I think I just had nothing to do. Not that I liked chat or anything at all.
Sure, yeah.
No, but I sweated the last day for at least 9 hours. It was like one of the more memorable days of my life at the Rio. I remember it very vividly. It was awesome. And then that winner's photo is probably like, that is 80% of the current poker industry.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Seriously, yeah.
It was electric.
Yeah, it was quite the... There's like 3 people in that winner's photo that I don't even know who they are or remember them anymore. But for most of them, I do know. So let us talk about the National Heads Up Poker Championship that is taking place at PokerGo Studio. This was a premier event in the poker world. 2005 until 2011. Black Friday came, ruined everything, and it's been off the schedule since. But PokerGo, Maury Scandani, they found a way to bring it back. This is a 64-player capped bracket style, March Madness style heads up tournament. The winner gets $500,000, and it's been filmed. It's going to stream on Peacock later this year. So it used to be the NBC National Heads Up Poker Championship. Still going to air on NBC's Peacock. And then next year will ultimately be on PokerGo as well. Mike, I know we talked a little bit about it last week. I tried to get you on the list. I think you might have been like an alternate, but ultimately you didn't get on, my friend. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. What can you do? I won't be the victor this year, but maybe next year. Maybe next year.
Can I just say that in Thunder Valley, my only result was I got this to the semis in the heads up tournament.
That boy plays heads up.
So I was just like hoping maybe like as like a far outside that they'd just be like, "Yo, we saw your performance from
exactly.
afar."
They were like, "Dude, we read the hand histories
like,
on PokerNews.com.
Damn, dude, you had.
I read the hand histories and woo,
holy shit!
That boy was bluffing them.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that didn't happen. I was kind of hoping it would.
Well, what can you do? Maybe next year for both of us.
Maybe next year. I got really lucky.
One thing that did happen, Ben, was your good friend Jeff Platt did the draw for the brackets. So it was a whole red carpet fair where they randomly drew the names, and I sent you guys the bracket to have a look at some of the matchups. Did you have a chance to look, and were there any that really stuck out for either of you, or just some names that surprised you for either being in it or maybe even being left off of it?
Yeah, Tyler Montoya was in there. I thought that's pretty cool,
I love Tyler Montoya. He's such a G.
Yeah, no, he's like a straight gangster.
He's like 22 years old too.
He's very intelligent too. Like the way that he explained some stock market stuff at the table and some economics, and I was like, wow, that kid knows what he's talking about.
I was like, those are some words that I haven't heard.
Big words.
Must be smart.
No, 100%. He was talking about factorums. Like, okay.
Oh, jeez. Yes. I don't even know what that is.
No one
I don't
really
think
does.
It's a thing. Probably.
I made that word up.
I thought they did an amazing job of balancing, like, we got Galfond and Chidwick. And wait, is it Chidwick versus Mike Mattisau? Was that the... I got to pull up this bracket.
Because so it was Phil Galfond versus Dylan Flashner.
Who's Dylan Flashner? That was like maybe the one name I didn't know.
Yeah, there's one that doesn't resonate with me either, I'm afraid.
Well, bad luck, Dylan.
That's my guy.
I'm pretty sure he didn't win.
You don't know Dylan Flashner? That's my boy.
D-Flash?
Yeah.
What a ledge. Anyway. But yeah, the Chidwick versus Mattisau matchup, just like maybe the two polar opposite human beings. Like someone whose only focus is performance and Chidwick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wow.
Really takes care of himself, really focuses on the game, and Chidwick.
Well said, dude.
Thank you.
Well said.
Thank you. Was it Marina Konnikova versus Boston Rob? That's fun.
That's a great matchup.
Two like fun, lovely people. I just think like, getting a little bit of the vibe in there. It just seems like everyone's having a really good time. There aren't a ton of like red carpety style events like this. Obviously the GPI Awards is cool and that's one thing a year, but like we need more things like this that are just like bringing the stars out, like the Celebrity Poker Door does a decent job of kind of mixing that in, but like we need, the Chidwicks and the Galfonds in suits every now and then.
I agree. I think they should be forced to go to the tailor and come out with their best ensemble on a regular basis, really just to show us what the poker community can look like,
Yeah. I want to just see Mattisau in like a really dope tux.
Yeah, like there's the Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode where they play the Charlie McDennis game.
Yeah, of course.
Familiar with that? And that they have a toast, they drink at the beginning, they smash the glasses.
Yes,
I think they should do that every single... They should have to like cross arms, Galfond and Chidwick drink, and then they just smash and start yelling at each other and they play heads up.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm in for it.
I assume that's what happened.
Only on Peacock.
Only on the cock. Poker on the cock.
Well, you guys were talking about all that. I looked up Jason Calacanis, and he is the co-host of All In and one of Silicon Valley's most successful angel investors. Were we talking about
Jason Calacanis?
No, that's who Tyler played in the first round.
Oh, yeah.
He's like a pretty famous entrepreneur. Part of that like Chamath, Phil Hellmuth.
Really scummy group of humans, honestly. I've been saying it, stay away from them. We could run the montage at the end when, all the bad stuff comes out.
Is this a conspiracy theorist podcast?
I don't know. Do.
Let me mention a couple other of the matchups that stuck out for me. So Jussie Lanis versus Kristen Foxen, I think was a big first round match that I'm very much looking forward to. I was very happy to see John Smith. Are you guys familiar? I know you've been around. Yeah, you're with the legend of John Smith.
Oh my God.
No, John Smith is a gangster who runs the heads up streets.
Yeah. I think you have to like, if you win a heads up tournament, you get like invited to his house and like get knighted or something. It's a whole sort of underground.
I can tell you haven't won a heads up tournament because when you do that, you're not supposed to talk about it.
My bad. These are just rumors. I always assumed John Smith's like was in the CIA or something too, because John Smith.
You should stop talking if you want to live.
Anyway,
I will say this. Somebody reached out to me that is associated with putting together the lineup for this tournament, and they asked if I had contact information for John Smith, because I do have a deep Rolodex, a good network in the poker world, but I did not. Yeah, I did not have one for John Smith, unfortunately. So I'm really glad some way, somehow they got in touch with him, and he is going to take on, his first round, Justin Gavry, who is another one of those kind of investor guys, I think, who was on High Stakes Poker in recent seasons. So John Smith has to be a odds-on favorite. And then there's another matchup I thought was really exciting. So the World Series of Poker main event champ, recent Poker Hall of Famer, PPC 4-time champ, Michael Mizrachi, the grinder, of course, is going to be in this. And he's taking on 3Coin. Real name is Randy Sadler, but 3Coin just made headlines for that hand we talked about in last week's podcast with Corey Eyring, moving all in, overbetting the pot.
Wow.
He's been on Hellmuth's home game. I haven't much interaction with 3Coin, but Ben, are you familiar with him at all? Are you, Mike?
Yeah. I've seen him in the Choctaw streets and the Texas streets here and there. He's a wild character. I mean, him and Mike are like cut from the same cloth in certain ways. I feel like
I agree with you, but
just savages.
Great read.
Savages.
Just two pieces of garbage. We're just getting out there. And Randy actually expressed interest in coming on the show during the series, but we couldn't really fit him in at any point. Or
Randy's great, and creating a cool brand that's not like. We need more people like that. There's more lifestyle
100%,
stuff. Yeah. So seeing him and Grinder is just like a fun I would rather see them in like the round of 16, but like these are two that, I think that'll be fun. Like, and I think this whole thing and the whole point of this is this. I don't think, and this is something that I heard from
we know you don't think.
I don't think
obvious.
Ever. Anyway, one of the things I heard from one of the participants was like, I don't think I'm gonna get much from a poker perspective out of this, like strategically, but I've never had more fun. And it's just been like, the vibes have been off the charts and so lit, and it's been great. So I think like a match like Grinder and 3Coin is going to be perfect for TV. And I assume they're going to be having drinks, having fun, doing their thing. So,
yeah, pretty sick.
One of the great things about this whole deal and this coming back is that PokerGo has acquired the rights to the old NBC National Heads Up Poker Championships.
The old stuff too. Nice.
Mm-hmm. And so they just recently released season 1, or the inaugural one, 2005 one. It's on there now. Like, I was literally watching the first 2 episodes earlier today, and it was so much fun. You had Daniel Negreanu going up against Jerry Buss. You had James Woods taking on, who was he? He was taking on another big pro, and it was like this huge battle, and made for TV Doyle Brunson against Billy Baxter. And it brought back so much of these memories, and I'm really hoping they can replicate it with this year's, even though like, looking at the lineup was an interesting mix. Like, there's some players on there like Eric Lindgren, who was in that inaugural one, but you don't have Negreanu in this one. You don't have a Phil Hellmuth in this one. And so there is a little bit of I don't want to say there's a lack of star power, because there certainly is among the 64, but there are some big names I thought that were missing off of this, is kind of what I'm getting at.
Sure. Well, let's hope it lives up to past years, maybe make some new stars, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got to imagine they were asked to, and maybe just, it sort of all happened pretty quickly, I feel like, in the last month. So maybe it was scheduling, et cetera. But from everything I've heard, it's been such a wild success that like it would be shocking if the big stars aren't coming out for next year, next spring or whatever. Plus, I just, there's going to be some new stars too, right? Like, this is what people complain about in poker all the time, who aren't the purists, who aren't the people who, will watch everything. I'll watch 3 hours of Heads Up between, Sovereign and Brock Wilson in the studio. I don't care. But we need more characters. We need more events like this. So, to see sort of something that's a bit nostalgic and bringing back the old, like, poker is more than just the nerds and the solvers now. It's the people tearing it up. It's the conversations at the table. This is perfection.
Our reporter, Tyler Boyer, a good friend of mine, was down at PokerGo studio for the bracket draw as it took place, and he caught up with some of the bigger names that were in attendance to kind of get their thoughts on who they think might be the odds-on favorite to win the National Heads Up Poker Championship. Check it out.
Doug Polk, myself. I feel like the pro's going to win this one easily. 64 players. I think maybe the best player in this. You might get him at 15 to 1.
I think it would be Jason Kyna at 30 to 1.
Doug's probably like 35 to 1.
I would say Brent Kenny's the favorite.
Probably Doug. He's got the most experience playing head up, and and as far as odds, 15 to 1.
To go with Eric Seidel. He's always getting me a lot of fits in this tournament, and he's always made a pretty deep run. And, there's 64 people in the field. I would probably put him like 50 to 1.
Doug Polk, probably a 30% chance.
I'm not sure, but I have myself winning it. I've been taking bets from 85 to 1 to 60 to 1, 65 to 1, and the last that I got offered was 40 to 1.
Jason Kuhn, Bryn Kenny, Sam Savarell, Jonathan Jaffe, to name a few. And I would say their odds, maybe Doug Polk as well, and I would say their odds would be somewhere in the 40 to 1, 45 to 1 range.
I think the odds-on favorite in an event like this would have to be a Jason Kuhn or a Steven Chidwick. But in this 64-player field, really anything could happen. So I think the favorite should just be at like 15 or 20 to 1.
Depends on how much magic they've got in their arsenal.
I think the favorite, one of them is probably Jonathan Jaffe. Another one might be Sam Soverell. Scott Seaver, because in this tournament they allowed people to talk explicitly. They put it into the rules. So I think Scott's going to perform particularly well in this format.
Probably the Gorilla. I mean, I went 16 to 1 to win the main event. So for this, I mean, I guess I would have to do better than that if that's the line.
Well, the thing about me, I'm known for how humble I am, so I would start off with saying that I think I'm the favorite in the field. But actually, you know what? I think the best player in this tournament is probably Jungle Man. I think the best players are probably somewhere in the vicinity of 30 to 1, 40 to 1.
All right, let's talk a new story, and we're talking about a big one involving a retired NBA player, talking about Gilbert Arenas, who was arrested and faces some criminal charges, possibly a decade or more in prison for an alleged involvement in an illegal gambling operation. I sent you guys a press release that was released by the United States Attorney's Office for the Central District of California, saying that, titled, "Former NBA Star, Suspected Israeli Crime Figure Arrested on Federal Indictment Alleging High-Stakes Illegal Poker Games at Encino Mansion." Now, the former NBA star is not the suspected Israeli crime figure. There was actually 5 different people who were arrested in addition to Gilbert Arenas, aka Agent Zero. This was making headlines. I'm not really familiar with Gilbert Arenas. I know the name, but I'm not into the NBA streets, if you will. But it was a pretty big name at one time, right?
Sure. So I am a Washington Wizards fan, or yeah, I'm a Washington Wizards fan. It's great. Oof. So back in the day, Gilbert Arenas played for us. He was number 0, and he's not known for the most intelligent decisions. He was an excellent player, great point guard, but he brought a gun in the locker room at one point and told a gang member to choose. It was not great. He got suspended for a while. I think he made like $163 million in his career total. It's like, I don't know. I probably wouldn't be running raked PLO home games. Yeah. But again, that's why I don't have $163 million, so.
It's true. Yeah, I feel like he was definitely a good NBA player, but more well-known for decision-making, like bringing a gun to the locker room. Like, that's definitely what I remember.
Yeah, and he's a great podcast host, too. He actually is, like, pretty entertaining. But, man, he said some crazy shit recently. But that's Gilbert, What are you going to do?
That's Gilbert. I was going to say,
classic Gilbert.
Potentially 10 years, they protect the podcast hosts.
Zero chance.
Podcast hosts are the real heroes of this society, and they're going to take care of him.
Yeah.
His clips are getting too many views on Instagram. It's with Swaggy P and the boys. No Chill Gills.
3 years, suspended, all of it. Probation, some sort of classes.
Yeah. But it seems like, so I read the press release because I'm a good boy and did my homework, and it seems like there was the involvement with sort of Israeli organized crime might have been the impetus for like digging into this further, because I don't think they're just coming after No Chill Gil for raking PLO games. Like, no one cares. I think it's the same thing that happened with Molly, right? Where it was all good and then she raked and no one really cared. But the fact that everyone in her game was like part of the, mafia in New York City that's
a big factor.
Yeah. That's like a way to connect everyone and bring them all into place. So if you're just bringing a lot of criminals together, while that may be good business for your PLO game, it's probably bad for your not getting arrested game.
Yeah, no, the not getting arrested game is not,
That's my favorite game.
I'm a big fan of that game. I used to be pretty bad at it, but now I'm great at it.
You're doing much better at the not getting arrested game.
Exactly. I'm doing so good.
And we're all very proud, because without you, I would be with just Chad.
Yeah.
It might be better, it might be worse, but no one's tuning in. Yeah.
The alleged incidents took place between I think it was 2021 and 2022. September 2021 and July 2022. It is alleged that the defendants operated an illegal gambling business, rented out a mansion, played a bunch of high stakes PLO, collected rake, hired cocktail waitress and things like that. It was a tweet by Gilbert Arenas, who said, once he was released from being arrested, "I'm back on the streets. This ain't got shite to do with me. Just rented the house. Wasn't a part of the actual gambling," is what he's saying. So he's basically saying, look, I just rented the place. I didn't have anything to do with it. But as Jim Rome pointed out in a whole segment that he did about this topic and really sarcastically bashing Gilbert Arenas, was saying, you didn't know, you didn't have any part of it, but your name is literally on the poker tables, on the felt of the poker tables. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could be his mansion and his poker tables and everything. And I'm just saying, my boy Gilbert, I think he's innocent, man. I don't know.
I just got a feeling that he didn't do nothing.
He also did say that he would snitch if he had to.
That was my favorite part. He came out and he was like, "Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, I'm snitching on everybody."
No, did you see the video? He's like going down the stairs, like dancing as he got out. That's not. And you don't go to jail after that. It's just not possible.
No, I don't. I agree. So it seems like he's probably not innocent, but not guilty at the same time.
I don't. Yeah, that's the same thing to me. That boy's straight innocent. I don't know. Free my boy. If the glove doesn't fit, you must let Agent Zero
#free Gil
play more PLO.
Yeah. Plus, it's PLO. At least he's not like just playing like.
There's way less gamble in that. It's more of a skill game, you know.
He was raking limit hold'em games. I was like, send his ass to jail.
No, exactly. It's 7 card stud. They're all wearing like fucking top hats instead of the fart card room
$4,
hats.
$8 stud, and just like everyone's mad, but they're raking. But it's then send them to jail. But if it's PLO, protect the great game.
I agree.
Well, we will keep an eye on it for PokerNews.com. John Sofin is our sports guy, and he loves these kind of juicy stories. So I know he's going to be keeping his finger on the pulse, so to speak. We'll have any updates if and when they develop. I want to talk about a development at the beginning of the month. Doug Polk and Upswing Poker, his famed training course, and ClubWPT Gold announced that they have struck a deal that ClubWPT Gold is going to acquire Upswing Poker. Of course, Doug Polk has been a representative of ClubWPT Gold for quite some time now. The specifics weren't released. We don't know how much he got paid. Doug Polk did do like an 11-minute video on it, talking about the history of Upswing Poker and kind of what led to the sale. This was, I don't know, I felt like it was fairly big news on a slow news day in the poker world. What did you guys think when you heard this?
I think it's pretty big news on a fast news day.
Yeah.
Honestly.
This is, one of the 2 or 3 biggest libraries of training content that exists. So, there was that boom of kind of like the solver era. How many people can make a course on teaching people how to use solvers without doing it? Well, 20, 30, 40 people tried, and there were a few winners. And it makes sense that there's a consolidation now. And it makes sense for like an emerging brand like ClubWPT to acquire that content, be able to use it for marketing, be able to put it into, giveaways, whatever.
Think about all the data.
Yeah, exactly.
Think about all the data.
So much user data. They got hella emails.
There's so much data.
I just love getting more lists of emails. That's
because everybody signed up for the free Upswing newsletters and everything. I have an account on there. So now it's get a course, get free stuff on ClubWPT, go, and then come and play our games. Stay here. Click deposit again.
I think I have 5 or 6 emails because when I get too many unread emails, I just create a new email address.
Yeah.
You know how it goes.
That's what I do. I go city to city. And when I get too many friends in an area, too many ladies, or I just go to the next city.
I get it. But so
I've literally had the same email since 1998.
Oh,
no
really?
Joke.
Well,
yeah.
I do too.
I have a couple different ones. Yeah.
I have several more now because those are, I don't even remember how to get into those. They're around. Anyway, I think they're all subscribed to Upswing newsletter. Point being, there's a lot of data there. They did I think they picked their people well. They did their courses well. It makes sense. It's a good acquisition. I'm sure Doug didn't get paid that much, but it wasn't.
I'm pretty sure they got Piz aid.
It's all relative, right?
All I know is he did the thing, and then the next day he said he had multiple millions of dollars in side bets in the heads up championship.
All right, fair enough.
So I don't know. I think he might have gotten paid.
If you can get who was it that's covering Tyler? That's covering
Tyler Boyer.
If you can get him in, and that's the next year too. Side bets, man. There's so like for the heads up for the 25K fantasy. That's the article I want to see is how much money the boys have in side bets because it's 5x what's going to be first place in a lot of these things. So
way more than that.
We gotta get some investigative reporting.
I had $15,000 of side bets with Negreanu
in the fantasy, and you weren't even involved.
I was not involved. We broke even. Chop.
This is all just how rich is Mike Holtz.
No, it's not like that at all. It's not what happened.
It's not what I heard.
Well, the good news is, according to the press. According to the press release, and Doug Polk says that the Upswing team will still be a part of this transition. They're not going anywhere. He'll still be involved. This was co-founded by Ryan Fee and Matt Coletta, and then I think Mike Brady became a very instrumental part of it. So all those guys are still going to be around, help this acquisition, this transition, and what's more now, they're really tying it into the product because if you buy courses on Upswing or if you're a monthly subscriber, you will now get some rewards over on Club WPT Gold. So, congrats to Doug Polk. It seems like he is always making big moves and big waves in the poker world. He said he cut a check for $5,000 to start Upswing Poker back in the day. And now, as we said, who knows how much he got paid, but definitely going to the bank.
I remember walking into the Rio in, I don't know what year it was that Upswing started, but I'd never met Doug Polk, but I kind of knew who he was. But I saw that he was driving some, sick little Mercedes with some woman on his arm. And it said WGC Rider. He's like, hey, man, you play poker? You should wear this. And slapped an Upswing poker patch on me. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I was like, all right, yeah, I don't think so, bud. And then took it off. But man, maybe I would have been a sponsored pro by now.
Yeah, you fool.
That
was like his stripper girlfriend, right? Blonde chick?
I can't confirm or deny.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. All I know is his license plate was his screen name, and that's how you know.
Douglas is the man.
Something.
Congratulations, Douglas.
Because he needed more money. He really needed the money, too.
No, yeah. Yep, agreed. Yeah.
Well, Ben, you mentioned the Rio, and the Rio is kind of like, the Rio is to the, no, how does it say this? The Bellagio is to the Rio what the Rio is to Poker Palace in Las Vegas, which unfortunately is going to close its doors on October 1st. Are you guys familiar with Poker Palace?
I'm just trying to
Vegas guys.
What was that analogy? Say that again. I'm just trying to connect the dots here.
It's what he's trying to say is the Poker Palace was dusty but nostalgic and lovely, and Chad loves it.
Have you ever been to the Poker Palace?
I have not.
Do you know anyone who's ever been there?
Chad, for sure.
Chad's been there, obviously.
Yeah. Look, Poker Palace. Chad, you describe it, and I'll give my thoughts.
No, real fast. Do you know about the Poker Palace, or are you just totally winging it?
No. It's where they have like the dustiest, smallest tournaments in the city. Yeah,
$40 tournaments, $15 rake.
Exactly.
Yeah,
which there's a market for.
I thought, yeah. Go ahead, Chad. Just explain everything, and then I'll tell you about how you're gonna get stabbed if you go there.
I mean, okay, so the Poker Palace, I think it opened in 1974 as like a casino bar to cater to the Nellis Air Force Base. So it's kind of in that northern part of Vegas. It is very
Jack Silver Nugget up there,
Yeah.
It is sketchy. I've been there. Like there's a big sign on the side of it that says, match your paycheck up to $2,500. So it's that sort of place.
That's electric. I should have been going there. Not that I
went there with Jesse Folan one Friday night for their $20 tournament. And it was, as I said, very sketchy. Very disorganized. You felt like you're going to get cheated. I don't know, but it still had such a charm about it.
There's a market for that. And I think, look, 10 years from now, online poker probably isn't really existing in the same way that it does as like a thing, as like a business. We're going to move to more social, personal experiences with poker being like a better product. So something like the Poker Palace where it's, we're bringing you here to play this $40 tournament. Yeah, we're taking $15 drink, but it's going to kind of be like sketchy. It's going to kind of be like old school, nostalgic. Look, people want this. People want this. Chad, you love going to the Poker Palace, right?
How much longer do they? Are they doing renovations now, or what's going on?
No. It's just closing.
They're closing for good.
No,
you're right. The people are demand. We want Poker Palace, man.
I'm saying close a little early because 10 years from now, people are going to be like this human experience, this like human experience. People are going to want this.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
I think no. This is my take.
Mike, have you been there? Yes or
no? I haven't been there. You know why? Because I want to keep both my kidneys. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be on ice in a bathtub. Welcome to the Poker Palace.
I like the idea that I go someplace and there's like an element of danger, and that like maybe the guy who's my dealer could also fight me in the parking lot.
No, me too. That's why I play the Venetian sometimes.
That's fair. That's true.
I love the Venetian.
I promise you both, if you went to the Poker Palace, you both would leave there loving the experience.
Yeah.
There's a 0.7% chance that would happen.
I'm more, yes. I would love the experience.
Is it smoky inside?
Of course.
Yeah, I don't like the experience already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's part of the charm.
No, I feel it in North Las Vegas. Okay, yeah. When do they close? Are they already gone?
I was gonna say you got about 2 months. October 1st.
We're going.
I guess I gotta go.
No. Here's what'll happen. Mike and I will go. We'll do a little filming, and then a couple months from now, I'll come back as a co-host, and we'll report about our experience.
That seems
I like that.
Pretty reasonable.
I will send producer Adam Piken with the camera.
Yeah,
and we'll make that happen.
We're going.
Well, yeah, that's gonna be a little weird if we have a camera in Poker Palace. We might. That's gonna increase. the danger.
No, but we need Adam Piken because he's gonna protect.
No, Adam can come, but it needs to be like an iPhone or something, or like a little camera badge or something.
We'll figure out the logistics.
We're gonna stick out like a sore.
I don't know if they've ever seen an iPhone at the Poker Palace. let alone a camera.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the hills have eyes, but the Poker Palace.
Basically. No, but I guess my whole point is like, there's something kind of fun and different and nostalgic about that. Like for the people who grew up watching the old school poker, like Chad, you know, you want something that feels like the old Binions experience that you never got to have because it was all online shit by the time you got in there. So I just think that despite the Poker Palace probably being, no offense, a bad business and probably needing to close for whatever reason, like things like that, I think there's going to be sort of more curated, less authentic experiences like that. They're going to pop up in the next 10 years that like, remember the Poker Palace? This is just like that shit, except no one's going to actually stab me this time, which is disappointing.
It's not the same.
It's just like, you know,
I'm looking to get stabbed.
It's just like, if you really want a good experience in Las Vegas, go to the Circus parking lot. I only know 2 people who have ever been stabbed in Las Vegas. Both of were in the Circus parking lot. It's sort of like a Poker Palace vibe.
That's on them, dude. In what world are they in the Circus parking lot?
Listen, some people want that element of danger. Sometimes I just go and like try and feel something.
It's like having sex without a condom, Mike. Some people just like to gamble.
I've literally never had sex in my entire life, so I don't know what
Mike
that
and
is.
I weren't just talking about this in the car at all.
We were going to have sex with each other, though. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
My phone just fell on my
What a great segue into recent
fine.
tournament winners presented by WPT Global. We're going to go across the pond to the Goliath series. I wouldn't say I was supposed to go there. There was talks of me going over there for the PokerNews Cup that took place. Unfortunately, it didn't work out with the schedule, but it was a great turnout in the tournament. They had 797 runners, 378,000 British pounds in the prize pool, and it was won by one Kartik. I don't know his last name. He's just Kartik, K-R-T-I-K.
Like Cher?
Taking it done.
Like
Cher.
Just Kartik. Wait, where is this again?
This is at the Goliath series at the Coventry Casino over in the UK.
Okay.
That's straight cash, homie.
That's, I mean, shit. I feel like why didn't we go?
It was a $200 event, and it's a long trip. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, I was just in Thunder Valley grinding it out in 2,700 with like my table day one was all the boys from Vegas. We could have just stayed home. You know,
You
it was a
pay
real
for my
rounders
flights.
moment.
I'll go next year.
Coventry, it's $200, same first place, and like fucking Kartik.
$500, boys. 500.
Oh, 500. Okay, Kartik won. I mean, obviously,
it's the 500. I thought there was a 200.
Still 500 is a lot less than.
Yeah.
Kartik did win, but Cully Sidhu finished runner-up for 56,000 pounds. Second year in a row that he's finished runner-up. Those are always kind of fun little stories.
All I know, clearly this guy can't close.
Yeah, exactly. I hear he's not a closer, but Kartik.
He would not have gotten to the semis of the Thunder Valley Heads Up tournament, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds like he would get to the finals and then not close.
Sounds like he should sub me.
Okay. Yeah, you won.
No, I won money.
That's sick, dude. I guess that's more than I've been doing lately.
Thanks, man. I just got it in with kings a lot versus worse hands, and they held.
You fool. What are you, stupid?
No, I'm not stupid. Kings is a good hand.
Anyway,
congrats, Kartik. I think we should speak of him in hushed tones, like Kartik.
Yeah. In
single
whispers.
name, like Kartik.
Yeah. Oh, we should get Kartik t-shirts.
I mean, he's going to be like super surprised when we show up and we're like big fans, but.
No, dude, that's my boy Kartik.
The homie.
Yeah, he did that shit.
Shout out,
see
Kartik.
you next year.
I'm so proud of you, dog.
I love Kartik, dude. That's my fucking
I'm so
guy.
proud of you.
I've known him for so long, too.
Mike, you were talking about a 200-pound buy-in tournament. That was the Goliath tournament at the same stop. And this is a big one. So last year.
Also won by Kartik, if I'm not mistaken.
Kartik. Wow, Kartik.
Exactly.
I just checked just to make sure. No, he did not make the final table.
He's so cool.
Oh my God.
So last year, this tournament attracted 11,749 runners.
Whoa.
Yeah, so huge. The year before that was 11,492. The year before that, 10,583. So this year, it went from 11,749 last year to a record-breaking 12,961 12,961 strong field, the 2025 Goliath. It was a 1.97 British pound prize pool, and it was Paul Worsley turning 200 pounds into 316,640 British pounds.
He satellited in on a 50-cent satellite too, right?
I don't know. Did you actually read that?
No, I didn't read anything like that. I just thought it'd be funny to say.
What a good bluff. That's a lot of buy-ins that he won.
It's so many more buy-ins that way.
God.
Think of the story. It's,
The crazy part about this tournament, though, they don't tell you, is that there's only like 3,000 uniques. Most of the entries, Kartik.
Yeah, no, I was going to say literally, that's my guy. Kartik's so fucking
shout out to
sick.
John Worsley.
That's my
Paul,
boy, too.
Paul Worsley.
Yeah, close enough. 4 letters.
That's my homie.
I know
with 12,961 entries, do you want to guess what place this is for largest live poker tournament of all time? Where does it rank on the all-time list?
I would love to guess because it's not. I don't think it makes the top 10.
I was thinking 11th.
No, I bet I'm gonna go 18th.
It's gonna be like 7th or 8th.
No.
Okay.
No. Because
Ben is quite close. It is the 16th largest
I said
live
18th,
poker
right?
tournament of all time. You did. You said 18th, so you were close.
I'm good at that.
He's so good at picking things. That's why I brought him on. Such a picker.
Another big tournament that took place was stateside was the 2025 RPT Jackpot Junction. This is the Rough Rider Poker Tour, kind of a regional, smaller mid-major. They had their Minnesota debut, and it was Joseph Osterbauer of Burnsville, Minnesota, taking it on for $88,000. He's a young kid, which was interesting.
Yeah.
His father was in attendance, and they got to do the winner's photo. His father was there to watch him win it. I don't know. I just thought it was a feel-good moment, topping a field of 474 runners. And I'm hoping Poker News does some more of these Rough Rider poker tours. I haven't been to one yet, but I'd like to get to one. And who knows? Maybe I can talk you guys into coming sometime.
I'll come to the Rough Riders anytime.
Rough Ride, DM it. Rough Riders. Yeah.
It sounded like you guys were going to get Rough Riding before you got on the show tonight.
Yeah, something like that.
Before and after.
But most important question, because now I'm confused. Is Rough Rider one word? Because the RPT, Rough Rider is...
RPT, Rough Rider
I was thinking,
Poker Tour?
my first reaction was, no, it's RPT. Right?
Yeah,
but Rough Rider
It is one word.
Well...
Rough Rider is one word?
That's
a compound word.
That is a compound word, and shout out to the Rough Rider Poker Tour. I remember hearing about it from the first time from Liam Gannon, who I know went out there and covered one in, he was North Dakota? Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And said it was really cool and fun, and it was the Poker Palace. So.
I wanted to talk one. You mentioned it before. It wasn't in the outline, but since they did crown a winner, I want to talk about it. The Thunder Valley Run Good Poker Series mission. They had the $2,700 main event, as you mentioned, Ben. You did play this one, did you say?
I did. But did I? I played it 3 times, my boy.
Literally, there's like a text blast. It's like Ben's entered the tournament. The entries just go up like 30.
It just kept going.
Yeah, the game's built around him. Literally, it's sad.
Yeah.
386 runners, $1 million prize pool. It was won by somebody we know, Ben.
Kartik? Kartik. No, Andrew. Andrew Moreno deserves a one name title at this point. Amo.
We could put him in the Hall of Fame. Shit, dude. He's been doing that.
Amo
shit.
is a mid-stakes just sniper legend who shows
Savant,
up. And,
one might say.
I mean, I don't know if savant's the right word because he's worked his effing butt off. He's one of those guys where I remember talking to him about poker at one point. He's like, I see all the spots, man. I can't take all of them, but I see all the spots. I was like, oh my God.
That sounds like a savant.
I'm so scared of playing against this. I mean, he's just, he plays the biggest pots and wins the biggest stuff. And he's dangerous, man. I mean, he's so good. But no, let me shout out Thunder Valley. That is, if you haven't been there, that is my second home, the best experience you can get outside of Las Vegas, maybe in general. Ben Irwin, who runs the room, great friend of mine, and just takes such good care of the players. Tries to get people free rooms, tries to get people up there. But that place is so popular now because they got a big venue on tribal land up there, and they keep like Seinfeld on a Saturday. They got some big acts up there, so it's like you go into that place on a Saturday night. I promise you, no Vegas casino, but outside of like the Super Bowl or New Year's, it's that crowded. It's got to be the tribal owners up there are driving gold Rolls Royces or whatever.
They're getting it in.
Yeah, but Thunder Valley, man, I love it so much up there. I've been up there probably close to 10 times now. Shout out Thunder Valley, Run Good, all that stuff. But yeah, great event. That's a cool price point, $2,500 or $2,700.
Really
Hour
good.
levels, 25% of the field-ish makes day 2. You make the money kind of like early-ish day 2.
It's pretty nice.
They ran a 1K heads up tournament. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Did you get 4th in that?
Well, I tied for 3rd because there was no 3rd place match. So T3 is more
that's
what I'm.
kind of disappointing, actually.
Oh, you would have rather I gotten 4th.
I wanted you to get 3rd.
Oh.
Well, I was rooting for a loser's bracket and you then come back on top and hit the double-double.
Except the other guy, I mean, I waited 3 hours for my semi because I rolled through that field.
You piped that
I was
boy
like,
up.
I was like, Final Four. You guys are still in the Sweet 16. I'm going to go take a nap.
No, you went
have a cinnamon roll.
Oh, we're eating cinnamon rolls.
Shout out Pete's Coffee cinnamon rolls.
Oh, okay. All right. Reasonable.
Anyway.
Pete's Coffee, little known fact, they sponsored Goodwill Hunting. Rewatch it. The Pete's Coffee's everywhere. It's great. They're drinking the coffee. They're doing the equations.
They sponsor my heads up run too.
So. Shit! Shout out to Pete's Coffee.
Pete's Coffee. But yeah, Amo winner. Unsurprising. I mean, he did a great interview with his brother recently, talking about the state of the state of live like tournament grinding, etc. And it definitely made me look in the mirror a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
He was like, I feel like this year I'm up. This World Series I'm down. Last 2 years I'm down. Last 3 years I'm down a lot. Last 4 years I'm up a lot. It was just a great reminder of that if you want to do this, you better do it for the next 5 years.
Yeah,
put it in a volume for it to like.
Good thing there's no bills or anything that are going to ruin them.
I know.
Andrew Moreno, of course, former Win Millions champion and the husband of Christy Arnett, Christy Moreno now, but Christy Arnett, longtime poker hostess for Poker News and a frequent contributor on the Poker News podcast in its early days. So congratulations to him. Another tournament I want to touch upon real quick is the MSPT Colorado Poker State Championship that took place at Bally's Blackhawk. This is the $1,110 buy-in, 875 runners, $847,000 in the prize pool was won by Antonio Vargas for $141,000 after a heads-up deal with Zach Whitney, who took home $120,000. Rich Dixon, well-known grinder who won a side event there, finished in 3rd place for $73,000. Of course, the MSPT is near and dear to me because it's one I get to play the most living in the Midwest. Just finished 3rd at the Iowa Poker State Championship. Couldn't make it out to this one, unfortunately, but it was another good turnout. And a good segue for me to remind listeners, we announced it last week, Kyna, England, and I, that we have debuted. The first episode is out right now. You can check it out either on YouTube or audio only on any of the major platforms like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud. The MSPT podcast presented by Poker News, every other week, Kyna and I are going to dive into all things MSPT. And I don't know. It's a lot of fun. You know, I used to be the MSPT media director for 3 years when I left Poker News. But Ben, if you play an MSPT, maybe you have to be a co-host on that show as well.
I'm in. I'm all about. I've done some Midwest traveling for Run Good. I was I was an ambassador for them for a long time. Long time, like 2 years. That's not a long time. But I did a lot of Midwest stops. I love kind of going all over the country to play as much as I can. And so I'd love to. Also, Antonio this is a weird thing, segue, but I played with Antonio this year, day 2 of the Millie Maker. And I've only one other time texted friends out of the blue, like, yo, you got to watch out for this guy. And it was Doyle Brunson. That was the other guy. It was like this young guy. No, it was Sweet Lou Vargas, Sweet Lou. Like, I don't know, at an MSPT at the Venetian, like in 2015, I was like, yo, this guy is really effing good. Or no, maybe it's later than that. But Antonio Vargas, I played with him this year, day 2 of the Millie Maker, and he played so well. I actually texted people. I was like, this guy's going to win some stuff. I looked him up, and clearly he was crushing in Colorado and has continued to do so. So don't mean to brag, but when you're winning lots of pots and playing well, I'm like, dang, that's cool.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I'll text people about you. Be like, watch out for Mike Holtz. He just check raised me and it was sick.
It was so cool, dude.
But no, he plays real well and not surprised to see him win that.
Well, I'll extend the invitation to you both right now. It is September 30th through October 5th. So that weekend of like October 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. The MSPT will be at Potawatomi Casino in Milwaukee for the Wisconsin Poker State Championship. $1 million guarantee. This is a fun event. You boys fly in to Madison or Milwaukee. I'll pick you up.
The CHI, the Chad Holloway Invitational?
The Chad Holloway Invitational.
Oh my. If they tell you what, if you get them to rename it after you, I'm 100% in. If not, I'm like less than 100% in, but
boys, as much as as much as I wish I could, this is Wisconsin. This is Josh Reichert's territory.
Oh, my bad. Okay, well, if they name it after him, I'll still come.
What would be the CIPT, right? Chad Holloway's a compound word.
Sorry. That's right. Sorry. Or the, yeah. You're right. My bad.
It's okay.
Well, the MSPT is actually this weekend going to be at Grand Falls Casino in Larchwood, Iowa, which is literally across the state border, like literally a stone's throw over the state border from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So I always just say it's a South Dakota stop. $300,000 guaranteed tournament. Live updates will be on MSPTpoker.com, and then we will recap it on Poker News. Also, we will talk a lot about it in the next episode of the MSPT podcast presented by Poker News. Remember, that will be on YouTube and all major podcast platforms. Subscribe. You can check out the first episode now. Myself and Kyna England are the hosts. And then speaking of Kyna, when she was on the show last week, Mike, she mentioned she was going to, what was it, like the Cat Con in California?
Meow.
I don't know. I don't listen when she talks.
Meow. Cat Con.
No, yeah, of course, Cat Con. Yeah, she was out there getting it with the firefighters. I saw some pics,
Oh, what? There's firefighters at the Cat Con?
I don't know. Apparently,
what the hell?
It wasn't just kind of. It was her mom too. Her mom
we thought it was.
I mean, if there were like hot dudes at the Cat Con,
they were hot, bro. They were sizzling.
Well, no,
they were looking right.
I looked up CatCon. I was like, maybe this means something. No, it's cats.
It's just cats.
No, it's cats.
Yeah,
no, it's a convention for cats.
It's cool stuff, man.
I guess there's hot dudes too. So no one told me.
Her mom sent me a bunch of pics from there.
Oh yeah.
Nothing to those cats though.
Oh, okay. I heard you and her mom are tight, right?
Well, she's probably still watching, even though Kyna's not on
she's watching.
Because she loves you.
She texted me beforehand. She said,
shout out Kyna. Love Kyna.
It did look like actually like a fun time. Like it's one of those things that I wouldn't ever be like, see it and I've got to go. But if somebody was like, hey, I got a free ticket, are you doing anything? And I'm not, I think I'd go to it and actually be like,
is this you trying to get a free ticket to CatCon right now?
He's like, look, cats or dudes.
I wouldn't do it, you know what I mean? But if someone sent it to my DMs or my email, chadholloway1998@gmail.com.
Oh, wait, 1998.
That's the first year that he got his email address.
Oh, nice.
It's a callback. That's a joke. It's a callback to the earlier.
Yeah,
I get the joke.
But I was
that's
earlier. He said 1998, and then so I said it at the end of the email thing.
Oh my god, you should do podcasts,
dude. That's what they say.
So
everyone always fucking says that, dude.
Wait.
I'm a Yahoo. Yeah, I was a Yahoo guy.
Wait.
Yeah.
Are the Dolphins actually going to trade Tyreek Hill? That's
No, don't be silly.
We're not trading Terry McLaurin either.
Scary Terry requesting a trade. Tyreek requesting a trade. The Bengals are open, boy. No, we don't need
more. The Bengals.
We don't need more wide receivers,
that's
actually.
A stable place to go to. You guys almost have a practice facility, right?
Almost.
It's so close.
Almost.
Everyone's so happy with your team.
By 2030,
you're not botching anything right now. I'll tell you that much.
Nothing at all.
No contracts.
I do want to give some props and shout out to Kyna because it was announced on social media this week that she is officially sponsored by Tilted Compass, who we have talked about on this podcast, who do great backpacks, hoodies, and other poker apparel. They are at MSPT stops. Kyle and Britta are two people I've gotten to know. It is a great product, and now Kyna is officially representing them. And of course, if you use her code word, Kyna, you can save 15%. But I wanted to just give a little love because it's official now. And I know that they've offered you, we each have a hoodie actually, right, Mike?
Oh yeah, I have at least one hoodie from them. I love the Tilted Compass brand. And
they've offered me nothing.
Yeah, they actually offered to do a custom hoodie thing and I never got back. I got back to them and then I just stopped answering because I couldn't figure out what to do. And then I just forgot about it until right now. I'm going to message them and see if that's still available. If it's not, it's totally cool. But
I'm going to look up the brand when I get off the air. I like it.
I mean, this sounds about right, Mike. I don't think you've been paid for this podcast in 2025 yet because it's like, Mike, have you invoiced yet? And then you just keep forgetting.
Yeah, that's true. I have not been paid.
Remember earlier when I was like, wow, how rich is Mike? He just keeps forgetting to get paid.
No. It's not like that. It's not like that. It's a laziness issue.
I know.
It's a laziness issue.
We can talk about this offline.
Okay.
I have a lot of advice.
Thank you, therapist Benjamin.
Anytime.
Well, gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 911 of the Poker News Podcast. What's coming up for
it was a
the
disaster.
two of you?
It was a disaster.
Was it?
It was great.
I had a good time.
Me too.
I mean, very low pressure for me, but I had a blast.
No, same. That was great. You did great. We were flowing. I felt the chemistry.
Thank you.
I want to kiss you.
I do want to really send you, if you guys are up to it, to the Poker Palace before they close.
Oh no, we're
Adam.
definitely doing that. Yeah, 100%.
You will be getting an invoice in 2025 for that. I'll tell you that much.
Just for the rake.
You guys, I'm pretty sure I can get it approved for you guys to fire the $20 tournament and maybe even, a few rebuys.
Yeah. No, I'm bringing the G, like minimum.
Yeah.
Actually, that'll probably up my chances of getting robbed too, which is what I'm there for. What I'm there for.
You can put it under your nuts or in your sock. You know what I mean? Those are the best options for. I mean, I'm scared, but we're gonna go.
I have like zipper pockets that can just fix all this.
Oh, I used to have the old Chad Muskas where you could unzip the top and you could stash your drugs in there. I didn't do drugs at the time, and I don't do them now.
Remember the Iverson first shoes with the zipper?
I was never into the basketball shoes at that time.
Shout out my dad, Tom Ludlow.
Shout out Tommy.
Now 80 years old, and he took me to no less than 15 different stores to look for those Iverson zip-up shoes. Be a perfect place for the Poker Palace.
That's a good dad.
My parents are the best.
No, your mom is the best.
How I turned out is chill. No, but she's single.
Hey.
No, my parents are the best. How I turned out like this, I don't know.
You turned out great, Ben.
Love you guys.
What a good guy.
What a good guy. Oh, we're talking about me.
Yeah, you're a great man. What a lovely son.
Stop.
All right, gentlemen, I'm going to cut it off here. We'll send you to the Poker Palace and do another episode. Ben, would love to have you back in the studio in the future for sure. I am Chad Holloway, Ben Ludlow, Mike Holtz. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. And until then, we'll keep a seat open for you.